Hi guys, so today I just wanted to have a quick chat to you about our Flawless collection. So essentially this is how you ace your base, if you like, before putting on your makeup. The Flawless collection is designed to obviously be used with our wonderful skincare, so I can't really express enough the importance of making sure that you've really kind of used all those wonderful Tropic products to create a really good base for your skin, with all the kind of wonderful products that we have, but then use the Flawless collection to then create your makeup base. So the box looks like this. You can go box free if you want and just get the products inside, but essentially what you get in here is your mineral foundation, your Illuma, your beauty booster, and a free kabuki brush is included in this. So that's a saving of £24 if you buy that separately. So it's a lovely little set. It's a beautiful gift. All of our makeup and skincare, as you probably know, has a 30-day happiness guarantee. So if you're buying it for somebody not quite sure of the shades, don't worry, because they will swap them for people or do a refund at the kind of last resort if they really can't find a shade that they like. The mineral foundation and the beauty booster comes in 8 different shades, so there really is something for everyone. The Illuma concealer comes in 6 different shades, so again it's kind of the full spectrum of skin tones and skin types. So what should you do before you apply any of those lovely Flawless collection products? You should apply a primer, and we have lots of different primers. I'm just going to take my glasses off, can't see as well now, but we have lots of different primers that are available to you, but I would actually recommend the best one that I use daily anyway is our Sunday. So Sunday is our 50 SPF facial sun protection, which protects you from UVA and UVB. Should be worn every single day, come rain or shine, indoor, outdoor, because those harmful rays that age our skin can actually penetrate through windows and glass and clouds. So even if it's a cloudy day, a bit like today, you should still always start with this as your base. So it comes in 2 handy sizes, this size that I have, and then also a little mini if you prefer the smaller one. So all you need to do is pop a pea-sized amount. I always do a little zigzag for some reason, I don't know why. I think I'm David Bowie maybe. So just pop a pea size on your hand. Start on your hand, because then you can distribute it across your face how you want to. Just give it a good rub in. Don't forget your neck, décolletage. I would also say don't forget your, sorry if I went a bit muffly there, but don't forget your eyelids and your ears, especially if it's a very sunny day. That's really important. So it's not greasy, it smells like bananas, smells wonderful, it smells like holidays. It's not greasy at all, but what it does is it just gives you a really nice even skin tone to apply your makeup to. Or you could just go out like this, which I quite often do when I'm walking the dogs. But I always put it on before I go out and walk my dogs. So the Flawless collection, the first thing that you can start with, it's entirely up to you. The great thing about the Flawless collection is that it is really adaptable depending on where you are going and what you're doing. If you want kind of a really light coverage or if you want full coverage. So if you're going for a night out, which will happen soon, then you might want to obviously add some more coverage, and that's the wonderful thing about this collection, is that you can kind of build it and get it to the kind of coverage that you're looking for. So if you were using all 3 products for full coverage, then you would start with the Beauty Booster. The Beauty Booster is essentially like a BB cream. Again, always pop it onto your hand before applying. You can use your fingers. I tend to use our kabuki brush, not the one that you get in the kit actually, it's a different one, but it is really good for applying foundation. But you could just use your full coverage kabuki brush, it doesn't matter. or your fingers, or you might have a flat detailing type brush. I know a lot of people like to use those. The other option actually is you could use your blending sponge, just spray it with your vitamin toner so your sponge is wet. In fact, let's do that and I can show you. So I'm literally just going to spray my sponge so it's a little bit damp, add the product and then apply. And you want to apply the Beauty Booster everywhere. It's lovely and hydrating. So it's not going to kind of sit in any fine lines or creases or anything like that. But it just gives you a lovely illuminated base or light coverage to go out with. So, you know, if I was going to Tesco or Waitrose or whatever, then I would probably just wear a bit of Beauty Booster. I probably wouldn't go for much else. So you can see already it's kind of giving me a bit of coverage there. It's very sheer, and it feels really nice on the skin as well. So the next product in the collection is our foundation. So our foundation is a mineral powder to cream formulation. It contains micro particles that reflect and give the skin a really lovely glow. So I'm all about having a real glow with my makeup. I don't like to look shiny, but I don't like my makeup to look too matte because I have dry skin and I feel like it just makes my skin look dry. So I really love the micro particles in here. The great thing about this product and all of the products in the collection actually is they are an extension to your skincare because they contain some of the most wonderful ingredients in them, as well as obviously providing you with makeup. They're also giving you extra SPF protection. They contain active botanicals which really help with things like glowy skin. They're really helping you fight free radicals and pollution and that kind of thing. So they are really an extension of your skincare. So just remember that as well. You know, they do really protect your skin as well. So with the foundation, you have a mesh inside with the powder underneath. This actually pops out, and when you've bought one, you can just buy a compostable packet with the powder inside. So you just unpop this, pop it in the bottom, and then it's basically going to be used time and time and time again. I think I've had this since it was launched, so maybe, I don't know, 3 years. And it's still looking in. I use it every single day. So this one comes in 8 shades. I am using Barely Nude. I find that really sits on my skin really well. I can add extra to places where I need a bit of extra. So I've got a couple of little spots that are healing on my forehead. I think I might have overindulged a little bit at Easter. So dab it on your skin to start with. And don't worry if it looks blotchy. So just dab it all over. I tend to put this on my eyelids too. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to buff it into your skin. Now, this is what makes it kind of go into that foundation consistency. And it feels like you might be rubbing the product off. Sorry, muffled. Feels like you might be rubbing the product off, but you're not, I promise you. You're actually buffing it into your skin and giving yourself a really good base. Okay, so I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Sometimes I don't put the Beauty Booster on. I put some of this on and then I put some of the concealer on. Sometimes I just wear the concealer. It just depends. And the great thing about this, I don't know if you're like me, but I love to play with makeup. So just play around with it and see what works for you. So that's your foundation. There we go. Now, there's a couple of areas that obviously you want to cover with a bit of additional coverage. Illuma. Illuma comes in 6 shades. So again, it covers all skin tones and skin types. But you always apply this last. And because, you know, basically you can see that that's done a pretty good job of covering up what I need to cover. All I want to do is add a tiny bit for my eyes. I'm doing the new method that's lifting the eye rather than dab, dab, dab underneath, which actually sits in your creases, although Illuma actually is very good at not doing that. I always put a little bit on my eyebrow. Got a couple of little spots there. You can also use this as a highlighter. So I could put a little bit on my Cupid's bow there. Oh, I've actually missed the areas that I needed to do the most. And then either you can use your kabuki brush again, or you can use a flat detailing brush like this one. Or I actually really like to use this because I think it gives the same sort of touch, if you like, as a ring finger. Because your ring finger is the kind of most delicate finger to use. So I use this brush, which is our powder brush, and I just find that that just blends it lovely. So you just got to dab it, basically. Dab, dab, dab. It just covers. Now, undo the eyebrow. I'll just do under my chin. I don't like to do my eyebrow and down to my nose because it kind of slims my nose down a little bit. Now, with your eyes, let that just sit there on the skin. So it's good that you do that last. Let it sit there on the skin. And then I use a flat detailing brush for this one. What you're going to do is actually, you probably should go that way, is just blend upwards, okay, from the corner, and then blend from the corner downwards. And as I say, this method, learnt it all on TikTok, is eye lifting. So you can see the difference between my eyes there. That highlight there especially just really lifts those eyelids up and just gives you a more youthful look, especially if you're 40 plus like me. So you can see the difference in the two eyes there. It makes a massive difference. Don't dot 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 all the way underneath, because it will look too severe if you're a bit older, and it will also sit in your creases potentially, and you don't want that. So just going to blend that down, and then up on this one. Sorry about my makeup faces, we all pull them, ladies. And we're done. So there is your base. Oh no, Cupid's bow. Oh, it's a good job you all love me, innit? I'm still as kooky as ever. So yeah, that's it. And you can see, I mean, I've actually still got a little bit of redness in my cheeks, but I quite like that. I think that gives you a bit of a healthy glow. I don't like to look all one colour. But it's such a good collection. And you can just build it and tailor it to however you want it. So I would be putting a lot more foundation and concealer on if I was going out for the night. But to be honest with you, not that much more. So if you wanted to now mattify that, because I appreciate it's quite shiny, I like it like that. We also sell something called Soft Focus, which I'll just quickly show you. Very similar packaging to the foundation. But you can see there it's a loose powder. So I literally just put it on my brush. So that's a nice little extra if you want it. It also comes in a pan for the palette version if you wanted to buy a palette version, a setting powder. So that will just take any shine away that you're not happy with. So there you go. I think I've waffled on enough.